What's going on? Fury is back for second and five. Tim Santos, Mike, Josh, take it away.
All right, we got the two best quarterbacks in the draft: Marcus Mariota and my man Jameis Crablegs Winston. Um, Fellas, who do you think is gonna have the better? I mean, for me, me personally, I think Jameis Winston is gonna succeed quicker than Mariota because he's has a better group. He has a better surrounding. We're talking about as far as the wide receivers, he has a good defense around him, led by Joe McCoy. He has a good coach. Um, I think Jameis Winston will grow fast. I think he's the rookie of the year. Just give it to him. So I think he's going to play very well this year. As far as Mariota, I'm going to tell you this. I think he's going to have a bad year this year. I think he's waiting for Chip Kelly to get fired from the Philadelphia Eagles, and Chip Kelly will go over to Tennessee and start over there. This is my personal opinion. And leading up to week 1 of the season, Jameis Winston will get a first impressive win.
I mean, I love this topic because of multiple reasons. I love Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay gave me the happiest moment of my life. I was a senior in high school, and they won the Super Bowl for me. Granted, they haven't been relevant since I was a senior in high school, but that's neither here nor there. Let's just keep the topic going on. What I really enjoy about what Winston's been going through, or actually I should say I enjoy that Winston hasn't been going through anything. I enjoy the fact that I can hear about other people breaking jaws and doing crazy stuff, and all I hear is Winston's playing football. And with that said, I really have look, I don't care. I'm going to be a homer on this one. See, unlike Tim, I can be very biased and admit it. I think Winston's going to be better just simply because he wears pewter and red. I think Evans, and hopefully if they sign Vincent Jackson, there's some bookend receivers for him. I think we'll figure out the running game, and more importantly, if we stay away from the injury bug, just on that alone, our defense is going to be way better. So that gives him more chances to throw the rock. He's going to throw interceptions. That's what rookies do, but I do see him really, the game's slowing down for him by week 8.
Eminem or J-Dubs? Well, look at the big picture. J-Dubs got the better team around him. Looking at all the reports throughout camp, Tennessee, Bishop Sankey's still not, vision is unsure, yada, yada. Last year, Kendall Wright, Justin Hunter. 2, I thought, great prospects for PPR fantasy, both a big disappointment. They bring in Green Beckham, great prospect. I think he's going to be a great wide receiver if he keeps his head on right and everything. He's a huge body, 6'5". But right now, Tennessee is just uncertain right now, but on both sides of the ball. And you got a rookie going into it, but right now Winston has the better setup and the better surroundings, like you said, around. He's got Mike Evans, who's phenomenal as a rookie. He's just going to get better in his sophomore year, I believe. He's going to probably be a top 10 or 15 receiver in fantasy. Vincent Jackson is still there and still effective. Although he does get chased down from behind a little bit. That's my biggest gripe with VJax. The man's getting old and losing some of his Sonic the Hedgehog wheels. But other than that, you got some big boys on defense for the Bucks too. Levante David just got his extension.
Yes, he did.
Linebackers in the league. And Tampa Bay's at home. You can't go against that home field advantage in the opening week with those cannons blasting off and J-Dubs coming out. Oh, man, there's going to be so much energy on that field. It's going to be too overwhelming, I think, for Mariota and a young team like the Titans right now.
I personally think Jameis Winston will be better overall, simply because, first of all, his talent level alone compared to Mariota, he has different. His skill sets are different. Winston's skill sets, he's pro ready. Mariota is going to struggle early on because he's coming from the system he's coming from, trying to switch over to NFL style offense, you know, it's a bit of a transition. Add to the fact that Jameis Winston, Tampa has Vincent Jackson, he has Mike Evans. Those two guys alone are better than anything that Mariota currently has on his team. And so I think Jameis Winston would be better off. Now, you know, I think he'll have the better year. Also, just because of the fact that he has two really big, really good receivers. And that's very valuable to especially a young quarterback. The only thing I don't like about Tampa Bay's situation, though, is their offensive line. If they can shore that up, I think they'll be fine. Otherwise, Jameis Winston will be under a lot of pressure because their line is. But overall, I think Winston will be better off than Mariota.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of wishing and hoping I'm gonna need on that whole line. I'm gonna need Logan I think Logan Mankins is gonna be consistent. I'm gonna need Ali Marpet to be what they dreamed him to be. And I feel bad. I don't recognize these tackles at all. So, let me see.
There's a lot of question marks. Yeah.
Nah, Donovan Smith and my boy Dotson. They're gonna have to show me something. I think that's really what. What you got,
and don't forget, I think Tampa Bay will also sign Evan Mathis. But since we all agree that Jameis Winston is the guy, and Mariota, it may be like a year or two. But you know what I love about this thing? I love what Mike said earlier. Mike knows me. Mike knows me. He really does. And he's right. You know I got something inside to say. Mike knows. I love Mike. He knows me. And guess what? Who cares about Marcus Mariota? I can understand Jameis Winston. Let's talk about another running back who's going to start tomorrow for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm talking about Gus Johnson, the most overlooked running back, the most overlooked draft player coming out this year. 19 years old running back. 1,600 yards last year. 19 years old. Gus Johnson. Listen.
Right?
Hey, listen. They said it. The most overlooked running back who can be easily as good as Todd Gurley, who's not playing week 1 because it's ACL, and Melvin Gordon, who is a shoelace tackle. Hey, listen, and I was Mike. You know what? And I was saying, Mike. Gus Johnson is going to run like Walter Payton tomorrow. Gus Johnson is going to run like Walter Payton. I said it.
How does Timmy telling me Jeremy?
I said it.
How does Timmy get his
Hold on, wait a minute.
Gus Johnson.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen, Mike opened me up. He knows me. Mike opened me up. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold myself.
Tim, I'd like to say thank you. For the first time, you finally admitted your harebrained scheme to be completely biased with the Cowboys. You will and craziness like,
it came out. It came out.
Knowing it doesn't make sense just because it fits your team. You will say how many harebrained schemes. I bet you probably think they're going to be 16-0 this year.
He thought.
And you know what? At least you finally admitted it.
You know what? You know what? That felt good. That felt good.
I've known this about Tennessee for years.
Back to Mariota.
That felt good.
And I will say,
that felt good.
If he runs first, he will be last. Like, all he has to do is look at that boy RG3. You don't want to be the RG3 in this equation. You don't want to be the dude that needs to run the option. Like, there were two good quarterbacks that came in. One of them didn't run. One of them kind of ran. Actually, Andrew Luck runs a bit, but one of them needed to run. You don't want to need to run. If that's what he needs to do to be effective, adios mio, let it go.
All right,
After Cowboys,
Gus Johnson.
I hope Jazz hurts his ankle.
Gus Johnson isn't even the best in his own name department. First of all, Gus
Wait,
Johnson has to surpass the CBS announcer from the NCAA basketball games, the GOAT, Gus Johnson. Second of all, do you think the Cowboys, after McFadden has his little injuries every month, is going to go bring in undrafted free agent Gus Johnson and say, oh, no, he's not really panning out. I don't know why we brought him in. Who is this guy?
Hold on.
Really?
Hold on.
They're going to say Emmett Smith. They're going to say he looks like freaking Herschel Walker.
I didn't say
That's what they're going to say.
Wait, hold on, Josh. I didn't say Emmett Smith. I said Walter Payton.
Oh, come on. Give me a break. How does Timmy even get his Cowboys in this
ITT Tech? Where's he from, Tim?
Timmy will find any excuse to bring his Cowboys into a conversation that has nothing to do with
Tim, where's Gus Johnson from?
No, it's
RITI or Polytech Institute? Where's he from? Mildred Ellie?
You know what?
It was St. Albans.
I'm going to use the internet just to find out. Let's find out who this guy is. Gus Johnson.
I posted it. Hold on. You have to do that, Mike. Mike, because you my man, Mike. I love you. You my man, Mike. I posted it on the wall, on the chat. Let me tell you something. You gotta give the Cowboys one thing. We find great draft free agents. We find very good ones. Tony Romo's a proven, okay? We had Jay Ratliff, okay? We have found guys undrafted that had produced even lower round guys. This kid, Gus Johnson, he's 19 years old. 19 years old. He's already had the physique that you want in a running back, okay, at 19 years old. All right, so all I'm trying to say, he has the skills. He ran great last year. He was overlooked. He's a small school guy. Small school guys don't really get that much if you don't play for a big-time program. All I'm saying is this. Tomorrow night, you know what? We might see the next Victor Cruz in preseason. There you go. I'm giving you love. We might see the next Victor Cruz in preseason. Somebody's going to come out of light and shine. Listen, you know what? Jameis Winston, Rookie of the Year, and Gus Johnson, where did he come from? I like that. You feeling me? Y'all feeling me? I know. It's Mike. I gotta give it to
Jamie, but I still hate you. I still hate almost everything you stand for, sir.
Gus Johnson.
I gotta get Timmy.
We'll be screaming his name this year.
Gus
Johnson. He came out of nowhere.
10:30 tomorrow night, y'all. 10:30. Gus Johnson is running wild.
I gotta give Timmy credit for
touchdowns.
He will find a way to get his Cowboys
to Joseph Randall and Lance Dunbar. You're already done, putting them on the page.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute.
Nothing to do with the Cowboys. I get Timmy.
I'm not going against Joseph Randall. I love Randall. He's the meat runner. He's the meat runner. You know, the meat grinder, excuse me. I love
him. He eat the meat off the gristle. Doesn't he gotta eat the meat off the gristle?
Both of them. Listen.
I just saw a picture of this guy. You're saying Milli Vanilli is going to surprise the league?
Huh? Watch your tones, Mike. That's not right, man. Hey.
It's true.
Oh, my God.
I love you. That's the dude who's about to take the league by storm.
Watch. Listen, all I'm saying is give the man a shot. Watch tomorrow. Listen, things happen for a reason. It's a blessing in the sky. Randall is okay, but he won't play tomorrow. McFadden's hurt.
He's going to lip sync it.
No. He's going to eat tomorrow. You know what game? No, he eats a crab leg tomorrow after the game. I'm telling you, watch this kid run tomorrow, Gus Johnson. Mark my words. I'll say this. And if you don't get if he doesn't gain 70 yards, next week, I will say, you know what? I messed up. I will admit it. But I say he goes up for $120.
I'm going to hold you to that, Timmy.
On how many carries? I would go for an average more than.
How many carries? You know what? Give me because basically it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be C Strong tomorrow. It's gonna be him. 2 running backs all game. I'll say between 15 and 20 carries.
Is he going to average more than 4.3 a carry?
He's the average 4.4 a carry. Josh. That's right.
That's your end.
End this quarter now.
Well, it's the end.
You know it's true.
4.4. 4.4.
Man, you believe
4.4.
Millie
4.4.
Down and one.
Yes, you know it's true.
4.4, baby.